I'm motivated by various things, whether that's my family, the thought of losing, the thought of winning. All these things have a major part in my life. But recently, as a new dad, I find that my son and my family, the most important things, and that's the biggest motivation to me. I want to stand on the podium, and then my son can look back at that when he's a little bit older and say, that's my dad, and I'm so proud of him. So that's a huge motivation for me. I love what I do because it's challenging. No one has the exact same day as I have, and every single day you never know if you're going to wake up and sore in one area or fresh in one area. It's literally it's just a game for me, and if you put the chess pieces in the right place, then you can come out of a really good performance, and likewise if you don't, then you come out of a bad performance. So the chase for perfection and the chase to always increase and always perform, that's what I'm addicted to, so that's what I love most. One of the biggest rules I live by is making sure I always give 110% effort. I would never turn up and give 70% or 90%, because in an individual sport, you can't afford to give less than 110%. And I say the extra 10% because it's the bits around the edges, the ones that most people forget. So when you're going to sleep, are you stretching before you sleep? What's your hydration like? It's a 365, 24/7 job. So even in my rest days, I'm thinking about, okay, how can I get that next performance? I think to improve, you've just got to look at the next big goal and then break it down, digest it, and take each day as it comes. I think when you say you want to be an Olympian, it's this overwhelming thing that you got this Olympics, the biggest show on earth. But you don't get to there by thinking that. You've got to go, okay, I've got to be county champion, I've got to be regional champion, I've got to be national, international, I've got to go to world championships. And so you continually learn as you go on, and as you progress in your career, you will continually learn and continually make mistakes. And that's what's exactly going to happen, and hopefully one day it'll all pay off at an Olympic Games. For me, rhythm is my biggest contributor to my success. So if I'm doing a good set, then I back it up and I back it up again. The consistency itself. So it's not necessarily getting out of bed with a different motivation every single day. It's just a rhythm. And when I talk about working at 110%, you've got to find that rhythm that's going to work for you. And whether that's relaxing on the weekend or pushing more on a weekend, you've really got to find a consistency that is going to give you the optimal or best possible performance you can possibly get on any given day. One piece of advice I'd always give to a younger athlete or an aspiring athlete is to enjoy it. Without enjoyment, everything becomes a chore. And to make it to Olympic Games, you would not get there without enjoying it. So if you don't enjoy it, then for a long period of time, try something else, pick something else up. And then hopefully one day you'll find something that you really enjoy and you can excel at. And that'd be my biggest tip. Don't waste time in something you don't enjoy. So the biggest piece of advice I've ever got is from my coach, Mel Marshall. And she always says, don't get lost in the lows and don't get lost in the highs. So when you're having a bad time and a tough time, don't think too much of it. Always pick yourself up and go again the next day. But likewise, when you're being successful and you're doing really well, don't get lost in that as well. It's so easy to get complacent and get lost in the highs, as well as beating yourself down and getting lost in the lows. So try and find that middle ground, that neutral zone that you can perform in at any given time. What does better never stop mean to me? It means that every single day you find something to improve on, and then every single week you find a better week out of that, and then you go to month, then you go to year, and various seasons. So okay, what have I done last season that I'm doing this season, and how can I improve that? So better never stops is a continuous cycle of improvement, and that is exactly what I've been doing for 7 years. I'll always look back and go, that wasn't good enough, I need to improve that, I need to find 10% there. And yeah, that's it, the continuous circle of improving in performance.